Most of you probably will know the story. It's about the Panch Pyare and how they started up. Now, I want you guys to help me a bit with this though. You have to listen carefully to what I say. And for a moment, if you can, close your eyes and just imagine you're there. Okay. Let's take it back to just over 300 years ago. The year was 1699 when the Khalsa Panth appeared to grow. Gobind Rai asked for every Sikh to gather from far away. Over 20,000 attended in Anandpur, though the numbers were hard to say. The day known as Vaisakhi, Sikhs gathered to take Guru's blessing, but little did they know they'd be leaving with the Guru's message. Then a tall figure with a coloured uniform appeared out of the tent. He was smelling like roses. Soon that spread that marvellous scent. A long sword hanging from his left side, a solid fist on his right. A million voices being heard as the crowd started to excite. Then the sword was pulled out of its case, raised with the right hand. The crowd went silent, waiting to see what was planned. And with a fierce voice sounding like thunder, the Guru spoke, and he said, "My Sikhs, I want a head and nothing less than a head. If anyone among you claims to be a true Sikh, then come forward and prove it." Just as the sentence was finished, a tall man came forth. His name was Dayaram, also known to be from Lahore. The Guru took the man inside the tent. A sound of the sword striking was heard. Gobind Rai came back out with blood dripping from the sword. The crowd thought it was absurd. And once again the sword was raised. Guru smiled as all the Sikhs looked amazed, and he said, "Well, my gracious Sikhs, I want a second Sikh who would willingly offer his head to me." Dharam Das was next, walking to the Guru with a rigid stance. Both went inside the tent while the crowd looked with a rigid glance. Another loud strike was heard. The crowd was truly horrified. Nobody needed to be told what really happened inside. The Guru came out, the crowd started to whisper. They thought that Gobind Rai was done, but it wasn't at all over. Along came Bhai Mukam Chand. The man folded his hands, requested the Guru to accept his head. They both went inside, and no doubt everybody thought he was dead. And then came Sahib Chand, wishing the same. He was from Bihar. The Guruji did the same to him as he did with the other three in the past. With no shortage of volunteers, along came Himmat Rai. The crowd speculated and just couldn't stop wondering why. And a few minutes later, in front of the crowd, the Guru appeared, and with a surprise he was followed by his great volunteers. The 5 Sikhs who were with honour ready to give up their heads. And with a tone of humility, Gobind Rai stood forward and said, "My dear Sikhs, we all remember that when Guru Nanak gave a test to his Sikhs, only one passed. His name was Lana, who then became Guru Angad. Now 200 years after, and the first test, I have given you another final test. However, this test was not for Guruship. This is for the nationhood. I call it the Khalsa, the brotherhood of the pure at heart. You have witnessed the birth of Khalsa. These Sikhs standing beside me are my Panch Pyare, also known as the 5 beloved ones. Each of them is a saint and a soldier in one. These 5 Sikhs are dedicated and daring enough to lead and strong enough to support the Khalsa Panth and force." Later the Panch Pyare received Amrit by the one and only king, who was then baptized by the great 5, and so forth called him Guru Gobind Singh. Thank you.